What is coconut oil? Coconut oil is an edible oil extracted from the kernel or meat of mature coconut harvested from coconut palm. What is extraction? Extraction is the process of separating, isolating, or purifying a substance from a matrix. However, for this experiment, oil is extracted from coconut kernel, which involves solid-liquid extraction. What is solid-liquid extraction? Solid-liquid extraction is also known as leaching, generally refers to the removal of soluble constituents from a solid by means of suitable solvent. What is distillation? Distillation is the method of separating mixtures based on differences in volatility of components in a boiling liquid mixture, thus separating hexane from the oil hexane solution. Samples need to undergo this unit process. What is steam distillation? Steam distillation is carried out by passing dry steam through the plant material, whereby the steam volatile compound is volatilized, condenses, and collected in receivers. What is traditional extraction method? Traditional extraction method utilizes different kitchen supplies along with simple mechanical devices such as kitchen scale, strainer, and a stainless steel pot, which are all needed to be able to produce essential oil from the coconut oil to be extracted. These are the materials needed for the traditional extraction method: water, digital kitchen scale, analog kitchen scale, coconut kernel, coconut shredder, stainless pot, metal cup holder, strainer, gas stove, lastly, cloth. For the procedures of traditional extraction method. First of all, a pre-treatment process must be done. A coconut shredder will be used to grate the coconut kernel from its shell. Next, the coconut kernel is weighed using the analytical balance to 75 grams and was put aside in a bowl. Lastly, step 2 is repeated by weighing 100 and 125 coconut kernel and putting it in a bowl. Second process is the extraction, and also known as leaching. Firstly, weigh 3 empty bottles. Then, pour 100 ml of water in the 100 gram of kernel and squeeze it to get the milk. Strain the milk from the kernel. Heat the coconut milk on the stove and stir it well until the oil appears. And for the last process, for the home-based steam distillation, filter the oil to get rid of the impurities. Weigh the oil and bottle using a weighing scale. Record all readings. Repeat step 2, 7 twice using 150 gram and 250 gram of coconut kernel. For your information, throughout the process of extracting an essential oil from coconut kernel via traditional extraction method, the solute for this experiment was coconut oil and the solvent used was water. In addition, through gathered information and calculation, the theoretical density of coconut oil is 0.903 gram per milliliter, and the theoretical density of water is 0.997 grams per milliliter. For the tabulated results, the group had used different mass of kernel such as 200 grams, 150 grams, and 100 grams. And for the mass of solvent, which is water, weighted by 478 grams, 312 grams, and 220 grams. Thus, these variables were utilized in order to gather and collect such certain corresponding variables. According to the plotted graph, we can determine that following the two variables are directly proportionate, whereby the amount of volume of oil and mass of water, solvent, were gradually increased. Furthermore, in this figure, we can really see difference from its type of sloping rise from the previous graph. Similarly, as the mass of kernel were increased, the amount of oil had increased. Hence, the trend between these two variables were exponentially augmented. In conclusion, from the experiment, the amount of oil extracted using different mass of coconut kernel and volume of solvent are 37.652 milliliter, 24.363 milliliter, and 15.504 milliliter. Similarly, as the mass of coconut kernel and volume of solvent increases, the amount oil also increases. Thus, the objective of the experiment achieved. The experiment can be improved by following recommendations. Firstly, the accuracy of data can be further increased by taking extra precaution steps. Secondly, the amount of water must be enough to fully immerse the coconut kernel so that more oil can be extracted. Lastly, extra precaution should also be given during filtration process to ensure minimum hexane oil mixture loss due to split of mixture from container. We, from Group A2, would like to express our deepest appreciation to all those who provided us the possibility to complete this experiment. A special gratitude we give to our lecturer, Dr. Muhammad Heikel bin Ismail, whose contribution in stimulating suggestions and encouragement, who have invested his full effort in guiding the team in achieving the goal and helped us to coordinate our experiment regarding the solid liquid extraction. Last but not least, a special thanks to all teammates who have been so cooperative and flexible throughout the preparation of the experiment.